Hey, do you have any pet peeve? I sure did, tons of them. So a pet peeve is something that is particularly annoying, that you find very annoying. And somehow we have conditioned ourselves to be annoyed in certain situations. So one of my biggest pet peeve was bad customer service. So you go somewhere, you're trying to get service and they are ignoring you. So maybe they're having a chat. Oh, that's even worse. So when you're trying to get their attention and you're like, excuse me, and they're continuing to chat. And then eventually one of them turns around and you say, do you have dried cranberries? And then they say, yeah, aisle 4. And they go right back into their conversations. And you're like, I've been to aisle 4. Excuse me, I've been to aisle 4 times already and I can't find the dried cranberry. Would you point them to me? And then they turn around and they would say, oh yeah, it's by the chickpeas. I used to get so upset at that. Sometimes it doesn't even involve any people for me to get upset. I would just get upset at a drawer that would be open. I would be totally mad and I couldn't concentrate and I would get completely annoyed because a drawer was open, or a cupboard in the kitchen. And we're sitting for dinner and I can't eat my dinner because the cupboard is open. And it used to be a huge pet peeve of mine that I needed to get up and then to go close the cupboard in order to be able to be comfortable and eating. Another thing that used to really tick me off is bad parking jobs. Anyone? Yeah? So that used to be a big deal for me. What about the guy that decides that it's okay to fudge right in front of you to go nowhere? There's a red light right there. There's one lane, like they can't go anywhere. But no, it's like there's a sign on the highway that says fudge. Like what? I would get so upset at that. Or the best one is the guy in a public place watching videos with full on volume with no headset. And you're like, dude, like, no need to do that. I don't need to listen to this. Or in an airplane, children sitting right beside me and their mom says, oh, it just won't keep the headsets on. So we have to, a whole plane needs to watch and listen to Finding Nemo for the next 17 hours. It used to really annoy me. Why do I say used to? It's because one day I realized that all of this I was doing to myself, because nobody feels sorry for me. Nobody, like, especially not the drawer. The drawer has no feelings, no emotion. And I would let the drawer or the cupboard annoy me, or the person that has been parked there for 20 minutes that doesn't even know that I exist. And I would get them to annoy me, that I don't even know who they are. So I somehow decided to change my pet peeves into the past and say, it used to annoy me. And in the past, I would have gotten very upset over this. And now I'm just laughing at it. And I just remember that I'm the one programming my personal assistant in my head. And if I tell my personal assistant that, oh, this is my biggest pet peeve, then my personal assistant is going to write it down and it's going to make sure that it happens again, right? It's going to make your personal assistant is going to repeat that for you. And then it writes down, perfect. So next time somebody fudge in front of them, I need to make them furious. Got this, check. So we have to be very careful what we tell our personal assistant in our head, right? Because you're the one deciding how you feel. So do not let external events and external people or objects making you feel bad. So I have a whole new take on pet peeves now. And I'm telling you, it feels so good to talk about this in the past and just be able to laugh at it now.